Under the lights, speaking of facts, double the price, yeah. Under the lights, we covering sports, whatever you like, yeah. Home runs in the park, touchdowns in the end zone. Knockouts in the ring, buzzer beater for the win, go hard or go home. Find out who you are when you under the lights. That pressure made a star, right there. Under the lights, you looking for the best, tune in to Under the Lights. Yeah, under the lights.
Yeah. Welcome back to Under the Lights. We are your hosts. I'm Big Mike, and that's my guy, Jordan. What's up, boy?
Chilling. Yeah. Chilling. I'm all right. What's going on, baby?
I'm smooth, man. You know what I mean? I'm straight. I ain't got no complaints. Well, I got a complaint. You know what I mean? My Lakers lost last night, but I ain't doing too much complaining. You feel me? I'm still here. I'm living. I'm good. Wife's still fine. I'm above water. Kids good. I'm straight. You know what I mean?
I'm still kind of pissed, but it is.
I know it. It's written all over your face. You ain't got to say a word.
Yeah, man.
I
know. So that's why I gotta go see Ellen and give her a good little time, get that shit off my chest real quick. You know what I'm saying?
Really got to release some stress, relieve a little stress.
I can't do nothing yet. Still, that is still. I haven't really done nothing since what happened. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So I'm just chilling.
Well, you gonna have that. You probably got more like a 72 hour. You know what I mean? Pissed off period. You know what I mean? When cause Monday, yesterday, you was fucked up. It's Tuesday, today you still fucked up. So by the end of Wednesday, you know what I mean? So at your 72-hour window is almost over. You be all right. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So, you know what I mean? I move on a little faster than that. You know what I mean? Well, you know what I mean? A little faster, probably like, 60 hours or some shit. But, anyway, everything else still good, though. So, happy Tuesday, everybody. You know what I mean? We're almost to the middle of the week. You know what I mean? Hopefully, y'all, for the ones that's viewing right now and listening, you know what I mean? Hopefully, y'all hit that like and subscribe button. You keep listening, you keep watching, keep viewing, you know what I mean? So you could be up to date with all things Under the Lights. Hit that like and subscribe button. And we're here to talk sports. You know what I mean? So with that being said, we don't want to keep wasting no time because that's one thing you can't get back in life. You feel me? So Monday Night Football last night. Pretty good game. Pretty good game. Didn't go the way I thought it was going to go. Did not go the way I thought. It did not go the way I thought it was going to go. You feel me? I thought it was going to be worse than that. You feel me? I thought. Serious? Well, for sure, I thought it was going to be worse than that. I thought Russell Wilson was the guy to go out there and just beat their ass. You feel me? I thought it was going to be much different, but it is what it is. But the Steelers did get the dub at home, 26-18 over the New York Giants. You know what I mean? Like I said. Good game for Russell Wilson. Almost threw for 300. He was 20 of 28 for 278. You know what I'm saying? The run game was there. You know what I mean? And Daniel Jones didn't have the Giants didn't play. They had a lot of self-inflicted wounds, but they didn't play bad. You feel me? So but the question is this though. Obviously, we know they made the switch. Russell Wilson in for Justin Fields. It was no injury, nothing like that for Justin Fields. They just decided to make the switch. You feel me? But, how much different, you know what I'm saying, just based off, these couple games, how much different, you know what I mean, and including last night, really, you know what I mean, how much different do the Steelers look without Justin Fields in the lineup? Talk to me.
Now you run that. You can run that.
Honestly, bro, they don't look that much different to me. They don't. It's nothing spectacular. It's nothing spectacular that's going on. You feel what I'm saying? I mean, you look at the game last night, you feel me? It ain't like he went out there and was just doing a demolition, you know what I mean, for the Steelers. You feel what I'm saying? You look at he had a missed opportunity in the end zone early on, he threw it in the dirt. Threw it behind the man. You feel me? And then right after that, he had Calvin Austin in the back of the end zone waving his hands for 5 seconds, so he missed that, but they ended up getting a field goal. You know what I mean? So I was like, damn, he ain't going to hit him? You know what I'm saying? Well, damn, he can't hit the wide open man, whatever the case may be. But I know shit happens, so I ain't going to, I'm not too hell-bent on that. I just had to point that out, you feel me? But a lot of the success did come from running the football like they normally do. Najee Harris had 82 yards in the first half on 10 carries. Ended the game with 19 carries for 114 yards. That's 6 yards a carry. And the team with 167 yards and 5.4 yards a carry. You feel me? The throws that he did have, you feel me? It was a lot. Most of them was short throws to the running back to the tight end. He had a couple deep throws, 29 yarder and shit like that, whatever the case may be. And you know what I mean, I think they had a touchdown call back, but so did the Giants. You feel me? They had multiple things. They had so many self-inflicted wounds for their team. You feel me? But it was nothing special. As I said, it was a 9-9 game in the first half. It was 9-9. I don't think they was out there doing anything that Justin Fields cannot do. As I mentioned, if the run game is going to play like that and the defense is going to do what they're doing, I feel like Russell Wilson or Justin Fields could go out there and do the same thing, exact thing that Russell Wilson is doing. You feel what I mean? So their first offensive touchdown was a 73-yard punt return. That's what that was, 73 yards, and then they got in the end zone after that, you know what I mean? So, like I said, I just feel like if the run game stays the way it is and that defense can still, lock it down and get stops, how they be getting stops, how they've been doing it all season, week in and week out, you feel me? I mean, they're going to be – Justin Fields could do the same thing. So, there's nothing that says they just look totally different. Not me. They don't look much different at all. So, I think they pretty much look the same, and that's just me. The defense is still carrying the team in the run game. But like I said, you make a few throws here, you're here and there, don't turn the ball over, they'll be good. Yeah, they was 4-2 with the man. So, but I know they're happy to be 6-2 now. It feels good.
Yeah, leading the division at the moment.
Sure.
I thought it was a good game. I thought that the Steelers looked good, man. I mean, they have a good defense and they can run the ball. And that's two things that is a remedy for success, especially in the playoffs.
Yeah.
Their defense is real good. I think they got a good I think Pittsburgh's always kind of decent defensively.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So that was good. I thought Russell Wilson played well. I thought it was a good game, almost a clean game for them. You know what I'm saying? I thought that he had some good short ball, good intermediate and long. He had both. You know what I'm saying? He had all three.
I'm not saying.
I
don't want you to think how many played bad. I don't want you to think none of that. I'm just saying. I feel like it could have been done.
Yeah. We definitely have a different opinion than that. I just feel that he can make more of the throws than Justin can. You know what I'm saying? And I thought that there were some good throws, bro. Yeah. Great throws that he was making, man. And I just don't think Justin Field has that ability to the point like a Russell Wilson. And I thought it showed yesterday. You know what I'm saying? I don't think that the Steelers are feeling like they made a mistake right now.
No,
changing them. Obviously they won games with Justin, but they're also winning games with Russell Wilson. I think that they have a higher ceiling with Russell. Okay. And it showed, man. You know what I'm saying? What's the name? They were making some good catches though. Like they was making some great catches. He had a few. That deep ball he had a few deep balls right into the pockets. There was one that was a bit short too, and then the receiver came back and caught it. But that's football. That's what's gonna happen sometimes. You gotta have your receivers bail you out in moments. That's their job also. And the Giants didn't play bad either, right? Like they were with them the whole time, and they had a chance to nick it. They had a chance to at least to come down and make at least tie the ball game. You know what I'm saying? But Daniel Jones sometimes just you pay that man and you see that he's not that guy. I don't think he's that guy. You know what I mean? I mean he was making some good throws and all that too. Don't get it wrong.
He was. He absolutely was.
Yeah, he was. But you see at the end of the game what really happened. He didn't really need to throw it to that. He had someone right down the middle. Decided to throw it to the guy that's why I got picked. But I thought that they did well and they were sticking with them and they made the plays when they needed to in order to come back and get back into the ball game. But all in all, I think Pittsburgh should beat the New York Giants. I think Pittsburgh now has at least I told you from before Pittsburgh. I don't think no one's gonna want to play Pittsburgh, man.
No.
You don't want to play Pittsburgh in the playoff, bro.
No.
You know what I'm saying?
No.
And with Russell, I'm telling you, like he's shown, I know it's been a long time ago and all that, but listen, he has the experience. He can throw the football. He's good. And because they run and he is good at play action. He's a great play action passer, bro. And that is something that he can do at a really high level. This is a team that you don't want to see, man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I thought that they look really good. They look like right now they're one of the better teams in the NFL, man. Come on, man.
So all right, let me ask you a question. How much better?
Yep.
So what on a scale from 1 to 10, with Justin Fields, and you see how he was playing when he was playing well, what would you give them rank on the scale from 1 to 10 versus now? Do they look much better now? They look like how much of a difference is it?
I would say it was clearly that they were more like, I would say I'd give them like a 5.5. You know what I'm saying? I thought that even though Justin Fields was in the lineup, I thought that teams think that they can get them because Justin Fields ain't going to run up the scoreboard, or, you know, they think that, okay, we can at least say we're going to make him throw the ball, and they might have a chance with them. You know what I'm saying? With a Justin. But with a Russell, I give them at least a 7.5, because now they feel that the playbook maybe is a bit open in terms of throwing the football. You know what I'm saying? And now they can do different things. And you're not going to be like, okay, we're going to sit back and, okay, we're going to make him. No, because Russell Wilson can pick you apart too. And they have a great running game. You know what I mean? So, that's what I would give him. I'd give him a 7.5 right now.
Right. So it's okay. So you're saying it's 2 whole points better, basically. You know what I mean? So, when I look at, I guess it's kind of, look. Like I said, I feel like Justin. I know Russell Wilson can throw better than Justin Fields. That's not my argument. That's nowhere near my argument. I'm just saying what's needed for this team. It ain't like they got a bunch of weapons out here. You feel what I'm saying, to choose from? Because Russell Wilson is back here, and the boys is, getting coverage sacks on him because boys ain't open. There ain't a lot of weaponry out there. You feel me? And I feel like on some of those plays, Russell Wilson or Justin Fields, he's going to evade that pressure and cut out. You know what I mean? But you also feel that, you know what I mean, he's going to, or I guess in the playoffs, so it's going to pay off more that Russell Wilson is back there playing quarterback. You know what I mean? So I guess, you know what I mean, they both provide their own certain arsenal. You know what I mean? But I just feel like Justin Fields could do enough, and he got the running ability as well. You know what I mean? So
I'm gonna just go with the better quarterback.
Yeah, I mean, all right, that's cool. That's cool. That's cool. You know what I mean? That's cool. But here's the thing: we've seen bad Russ too. You know what I mean? But let's keep in mind the Giants are a bad team. They didn't play bad last night. If you look at the penalties, you know what I mean? They had so many penalties. You know what I mean? I'm talking touchdowns taken away. You know what I mean? They was driving the ball downfield as well. Self-inflicted wounds. They had 5 offensive calls on one drive. You know what I mean? But on one drive, you know what I mean, and just took them out. You feel me? But shout out to Brian Daboll. Brian Daboll called a great game, and I know he in New York. I know he frustrated, super frustrated. They went 19 straight possessions without scoring a touchdown. 19, 20 straight possessions without scoring a touchdown, bro. And I know that's got to be frustrating. You know what I mean? But like I said, I don't think it's just that much of a difference. You know what I mean? But hey. Like you said, nobody wants to play them in the playoffs. I said that. We all said that, you know what I mean, before this shit even happened. You feel me? So that's one of those teams you don't want to see in the playoffs because they'll come get you in your own building, too. They'll come see you.
Yep.
So, all right, man. So how far you think they're going?
It all depends who they play.
We'll get to that.
Who they play.
We'll get to that. We'll get to that. All right. So, sticking with the NFL, listen, we all know what's going on in New York with the Jets. They on a 5-game losing streak, right? 5-game losing streak, 2-5. It's ugly. It's ugly. And we also know what's going on in Cleveland. Even before Deshaun Watson had the injury, they was 1-6, wasn't looking good at all, wasn't looking on the up and up, didn't look like they was going to win the game the entire season. You feel what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And so Deshaun Watson, he was traded to the Browns from the Texans, and Aaron Rodgers was traded to the Jets from Green Bay, right? So the question is this, though. Which trade was worse? Which trade was worse, Deshaun Watson to the Browns or Aaron Rodgers to the Jets? Talk to me.
Deshaun Watson to the Browns. Okay. I think because of the money that was given, and yeah, so the money that was given, and because Deshaun Watson does not look anything like what we've seen in Houston.
Yeah.
And that is the issue, right? Like Aaron Rodgers, you see glimpses, and it's not, and also Deshaun Watson got injured. He what did he tear his? He's done. He's gone. He's done. So now they have a situation where they're playing better with backup quarterbacks. So when he went down and Joe Flacco came in, they looked better. Now what's his name has went down, and Jameis Winston comes in and they look much better. They look much better.
Yeah.
Right. They already have a good defense, so that's not what they got to worry about. Pretty much never. You know what I'm saying? It's about why are they looking so much better with different quarterbacks at the helm? You know what I mean? And I hate to put it where it's like a quarterback. They always say it's like we named the quarterback instead of the team, but it's like, God damn it, one quarterback change. It's one thing changes. If they touch the ball every play, most plays.
Yeah.
And it's like, yo, they just look like a complete different team. You see them, they bro, he's throwing that thing.
Right.
Dicing up defense, man. Even when he came in the game the previous week, he was dicing up then too.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? The thing is with Aaron Rodgers now, though, because Aaron Rodgers' first season, that's one. Two, I'm not just going to say, at least maybe in a few years' time, it can get better. But what's his name is done. He got hurt, number one. They're paying him all that money. And now it's two occasions where other quarterbacks have come in and they're playing better than him. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? And then on top of that, he looks nothing like the dude that was in Houston. And the dude in Houston was a bad man, bro.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He was nice. So it's like, I understand why maybe they did that, but it didn't work out for them. And that's why I feel that is much worse, bro. Okay. Much worse.
Okay. Let this sink in, though, too, right? A couple things. Both of these guys got traded to where they are now. And both of these, so we talking about the Texans and the Packers. And both of these guys' former teams are doing much better without them. Ain't that some crazy shit? You feel me? Ain't how shit just changed like that. And on top of that, this whole season, up until, you know, when Deshaun Watson was playing, he didn't even throw for 200 yards. Jameis Winston come in the first game as a starter, the first game, and throw for 300. Over 300. 334 yards. So that, you know, I mean, so you got to look at that as well. You know what I mean? And like I said, like you said, I'm with you because of the money that they spent, $230 million fully guaranteed dollars. So you understand, for the next 2 years, that cap gonna get hit. That cap is getting hit. You understand me? And Deshaun Watson ain't giving no money back. You gonna get that money. You gonna get it because he know he done. He know he done. He know he ain't about to get no more big paydays. Man, that shit is absolutely over with. You feel me? And you about to have to pay this money, all of this money, with no questions asked, and he got a no trade clause. He got a full no trade clause in this shit. You know what I mean? You about to pay all this money to a washed up quarterback. So no matter what, he's getting all that money. You understand what I'm saying? Bro, that's going to hinder their chances. When that cap hit, that can hinder their chances of getting other players in free agency. Because that cap, it's a salary cap. This ain't baseball. You feel me? So this can hinder their chances, and Deshaun is not going to sit back and be like, yeah, go ahead, take some more money. I ain't tripping. So another quarterback, because I don't think they putting him back in. He going the owner is going to have to put in the back of his mind that this money is coming out of his check, or it's coming out of his account. Fuck that. It don't matter. Y'all not going to win no games with that man. You seen him up until before he got hurt, and you think he going to come back. He's not going to come back a better man, a better player. He's not. He already couldn't run now. He's nowhere near like he used to. He's not an escape artist no more. And you're going to add a torn Achilles to that as well? You feel me? So, I mean, and look, the Jets, Aaron Rodgers and Devontae Smith, their contract ain't guaranteed. They gonna be free next year. So if they want to go ahead and get a quarterback, or or draft a quarterback in the draft, or get other players on defense, or whatever the case may be, or add weapons on offense, they gonna be able to do that. But the Browns, they gonna be hindered by that salary cap because that money is coming out, and he ain't performing. Like you said, you see glimpses from Aaron Rodgers. I don't see anything at all from Deshaun Watson. I mean, he's not even peeking around a corner at his old self. You feel me? So it's absolutely gone. It's absolutely over. I wish him a healthy, speedy recovery. but that ain't gonna help you on the field the way you was playing. So I'm with you. I think it's absolutely positively the Browns getting Deshaun Watson from the Houston Texans, and I think they gave up like 6 picks for that man, like 6 picks. That's how the Texans are stacked the way they are now.
Yeah, that's unfortunate right there.
That's crazy, man.
That's unfortunate.
So, get this though. Let's go back to the Steelers, right? We was talking about the Steelers and how they play. You know, what I mean, we was talking about Russell Wilson. You mentioned, you know, nobody wants to play the Steelers in the playoffs, and I think the Steelers are a legit playoff team. If you ask me, I think they're a legit playoff team. But leading the division right now, 6-2, a game ahead of Baltimore. They 5-3. They just lost to the Browns. Unfortunately, I know you don't want to hear that. You know what I mean? But hey, shit happens, man. Shit happens. You feel me? I know y'all went into Cleveland and took an L to the team that was 1-6 coming into that game. You know what I mean? But do you think the Steelers can win enough games to win the AFC North? That's your division. Talk to me.
No, Baltimore's going to win the division, but they're definitely going to be still, they might go, 12-5 or something like that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But they're not going to win a division. I think Baltimore's going to win a division. Something. Well, we got their schedule. How's their schedule looking?
Well,
look at their schedule.
Okay, look. So obviously you got
Baltimore.
I got it right here. I got it right here.
Okay. Yeah.
All right. So look, I'm going.
What's their schedule looking?
So they 6-2 right now. They got the Commanders.
Oh.
I think they gonna see. I think this gonna be Jaden Daniels. You know what I mean? You about to see some real deal defense coming down your throat. You feel me?
Yeah.
From both ends. T.J. Watt on one side. Alex Highsmith, he flashed off the screen. He's back. You got Cam Hayward on the inside. You got Peyton Wilson. You got Pat Queen. You got Minka Fitzpatrick, Joey Porter.
Commanders' defense is not good, bro.
Right. And so you got, they got the run game and things like that. I think that's a dub for the Steelers. I honestly do, yeah. And they got y'all after that in Baltimore. I said y'all gonna split. So whether it's an L now or later, I'm calling it a split. I'm calling it a split. You feel me? So let's just say we got 7-2, and then we'll go 8-2, and then they going to Cleveland at 8-15. They got them twice. So if you wanna look at how Cleveland performed and the caliber team that they just beat, and you want to call that a split, we can do that as well. You know what I mean? So now we're looking at, like I said, we're looking at 7, 8, 9, and then they got the Bengals in Cincy. I think they could get that. That's 10. And we called the Cleveland game a Cleveland. We called that the second time in Cleveland. We called it a split, right? So let's call that 10-3. I'm giving them an L against my squad. That's what I'm doing. So I don't know what you're doing, you know what I mean? But I'm giving them an L. You understand me? So that's a 10-4 record. And then they got y'all again. I said a split, right? That's 10-6. Now here's the question. In December, 10-5, yeah, 10-5. Sorry. Now here's the question. They got Kansas City on Christmas Day in Kansas City at 1:00. Steelers travel. That's 2 great defenses. If we're looking at how Pat Mahomes playing, I don't know. We can't assume that he's just going to, ascend. We know he's made plays in the past, whatever the case may be, to win games. But now we're looking at 2 defenses coming in here that's all the way legit. And the way he's struggling, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And the way, you know what I mean, you high on Russell Wilson making plays or whatever the case may be. I think me and Twan already told you, we think they could go and beat Kansas City. You understand what I'm saying? So me personally, I'm calling at 11. I don't know what you doing. That's just me. I'm giving you mine now, okay? And then they end at home against the Bengals. So I said at the beginning of the season that the Steelers will win the division. I said that. I picked them. This is not me picking against you like you be just picking against me. You picked the Commanders just to be on some bullshit. You feel me? This was me really, really saying I feel the Steelers could win the division. So that's a 12-5 record, and you said you think they're going to win 12. Me personally, I had y'all going 11-5. That's not bad. That's damn good. It's 17 games, nigga. That ain't bad at all. That's motherfucking good. I had y'all at 11-5. So what I'm telling you is I think they're going to be able to win the division. And even if y'all win 12 games like them, I think that they got a high possibility of sweeping the Browns because they haven't played them yet and y'all lost to them. So it might be like a tiebreaker type thing. You feel me? So I think it's very, very, very possible that they can have the first home game in the playoffs in Pittsburgh.
Well, I mean, so it's going to come down to those division games because if we beat them twice, but our schedule, we got Denver, Cincy, Pittsburgh, the LA Chargers, then you guys, the Giants, Pittsburgh, Houston, and Cleveland.
Yep.
So like these next few games, so I like Denver, Cincy, Pittsburgh, Chargers can define what's really going to happen.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because we should beat Denver and Cincinnati, but Cincinnati's a tough outing.
Yeah.
Because the thing is, our defense is terrible.
Okay.
And if we don't fix that shit, we can lose every single game, too. Don't get me wrong. But, I'm not just going because, Humphrey's going to come back. Wiggins is going to come back. A few of the boys going to come back. So, our secondary will be at least better. But, bro, we have 5 wins already. 6, 7. Let's say the Giants, 8. We always beat Houston. That's not a problem. 9 for Houston.
Yeah, this is a new year.
What I'm saying? We split Pittsburgh. Yeah, we split Pittsburgh. Let's just say we split Pittsburgh. Like, we're close to looking almost the same. It all depends upon that Philly game, the next Cleveland game.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And the thing, like I said,
you think you're just going to sweep our division? Is that what you're thinking? You just going to just beat up on our division, Philly? You ain't going to lose a game to our division?
I never said that.
Well, you said that you're going to beat that they going to beat. You said you're going to beat Pittsburgh, so I assume you're going to beet us too.
Why wouldn't I pick my team, nigga? What are we talking about?
Of course you're going to pick your team. That means you're going to sweep them. Damn near sweep the division.
Well, bring the broom out there, nigga.
So you do. So you do think that.
Why not? Are y'all untouchable? Y'all untouchable? Listen.
That's a fact. We ain't sweeping our division.
We're going to take it week by week.
We ain't sweeping our division, bro.
Listen, like I said, we're going to take this thing week by week. That's what we're going to do in Philly. We're going to take this motherfucker week by week, bro. You know what I mean? So it's not impossible. We focus on Jacksonville right now. We focus on Jacksonville at home next week at 4 or 5. We're not worried about, way down to the Baltimore and we're not. You know what I mean? So we worry about Jacksonville on November 3rd. That's all I care about. I care about building continuity. I care about the offense coming together. Kellen Moore and Jalen Hurts, getting on the same wavelength. You know what I mean? And AJ Brown and Devontae. I'm looking forward to Dallas Goedert coming back soon. That's all I care about, bro. I'm gonna get my team healthy. Right. That's all I worry about. So don't worry about that when the time comes. You understand? But I definitely think the Steelers could go out there and win the division because they win, bro. They win physical, gritty, grimy games, man. That's what they do, bro. You know what I'm saying? That's what and the run game is good enough. You feel me? I mean, obviously, everything is different. Every team is different. But man, I don't think they're gonna go out there and run for 200 yards on them. That's just me. You feel me? So we're gonna see though.
We're gonna run up on some teams, man.
For sure. But I'm saying, they can come out there and do a same type of game like the Browns, you know what I mean, and but capitalize on things.
The thing is with the Browns was they was getting into the backfield quick, bro. Yeah. They wasn't giving Derrick Henry anything. You know what I'm saying?
That's what the Steelers can do too.
Yeah, I hear you, but you know what I'm saying? It's not all the time that dudes are going to be getting into the. I mean, as soon as he gets the ball, they're breaking past our linemen, and he has nowhere to go, man.
That's what the Steelers can do too, bro. They're going to game plan for it.
Daniel Jones was also getting busy over there. It's not like he wasn't. They was running the shit out of that ball too.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Every game is different.
Of course, every game is different. But listen, we're better than the Giants, bro. You know what I'm saying? And
you're better than the Browns, too. You lost. So that don't mean nothing.
Of course. Because everyone's going to lose. Okay.
Right.
So then what are we going to do then? We can only go off of what we go off.
You've
lost a game. Everyone loses games, bro.
Listen, you said you're better than this team. I'm just giving you saying it don't matter.
We are.
You can lose. It don't matter. Any given Sunday.
We can do it with everything, though, Big Mike. Come on. We're not just saying, we can lose. Like, we're better than that.
For sure.
Everyone can lose any given Sunday. We understand that.
I'm just giving you the facts, baby. I'm just giving you the facts. That's all.
We're 5-3, and they're whatever.
6-2, leading the division.
And they're 6-2, and their division.
And going to win it.
Anybody can beat anybody.
And going to win it.
You know what I'm saying?
AFC North champs. Pittsburgh Steelers.
Yeah, the Commanders also going to win that other one over there too. So
that's what you assumed. You weren't confident about that cover there, but you were just talking shit. No, you weren't. You were just talking shit.
Real confident.
Now you feel you are, motherfucker. But they're not going to win division. They're not. You know what I mean?
Real confident, man.
That's fine. You weren't confident at the start of the season. You were just talking shit. But anyway,
I wasn't.
Stop. Anyway, man.
I wasn't.
Yeah, you were, nigga. Stop. Anyway, man. Let's talk about another team. Let's go to the NFC West, right?
Mm-hmm.
The LA Rams. We seen them play this past week. Puka Nacua, Cooper Kupp back in the lineup. You know, some people tell me, you know what I mean, injuries don't matter. Don't matter who's in there. You just play, you know what I'm saying? So it doesn't matter. But I don't know how it doesn't matter. I don't know how you replace a Triple Crown winner who you know Cooper Kupp is an absolute beast. And for the people that don't know what Triple Crown is in football, that means at the wide receiver position, that season he had the most receptions, most receiving yards, and most receiving touchdowns. And on top of that, on the side of that, he topped it off with a Super Bowl MVP. You know what I mean? I don't know how you replace Puka Nacua, who last season, his rookie year, had the most receptions through first 4 weeks in the history of the NFL with 39. Malik Neighbors just had it with 34 this year, the first 4 games, whatever. But Puka Nacua has the most. I don't know what Tutu Atwell and Robinson going how to replace that, but it don't make no sense to me. You know what I mean? And on top of that, Matt Stafford through the first 6 weeks of the season had 3 total touchdown passes. They was 2-4 coming into this past week, 2-4. They played the Vikings, who were 5-1, who we view as a very, very legit football team in this league. Now people saying they got exposed. Imagine that. No. They saying that they got exposed because the Rams beat them. And look who came back for them to happen. You think they're going to beat the Vikings without Puka Nacua and Cooper Kupp? Absolutely not. So injuries actually do matter. That's the most idiotic statement in sports I've ever heard. You understand? But now that they are back in the lineup, and on that day when against the Vikings, Matt Stafford, I mentioned he came into to week 7 with 3 total touchdown passes. He had more touchdown passes in one game than he had the entire season with 4. I wonder why. Because Puka Nacua and Cooper Kupp were back in the lineup. Period, point blank. So the injuries don't matter thing is idiotic. But with that being said,
I don't know why do you think that like saying it doesn't matter at all? Like who says it doesn't matter at all?
You, Mel,
don't say
all
me.
The niggas that was responding in the chat. You know what I mean? We ain't even got to get into that. It is what it is. But
let me make this very clear. Yeah. I never say injuries don't matter at all.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not saying that. Okay. So even if when I'm talking about, say, when we're talking about your Eagles and everything, and you said your team is hurt and all that stuff, and I wasn't sitting there going crazy at your team. You know what I'm saying? I was like, you guys are at a disadvantage at the moment.
Well, you was talking about you was talking about the Sixers. But just hear me out this quick. Okay.
Let me get this off my chest before I lose it.
Yeah, make sure you
I'm not talking about. We understand Joel Embiid is one of the best players in the league. We understand that. You know what I'm saying? What I'm saying is, I'm still going to expect you guys to get some wins with the players that you have. No one's saying that you're going to be the exact same team that you guys are. I'm saying that you guys should beat Toronto with the guys that you have. That's what I'm saying.
Okay.
And that's not going out going crazy.
We're going to get some wins. But the fact is, when it comes to injuries, you're going to get some wins. But are you going to be able to get enough wins to stay afloat, to maintain until your superstar dog gets back so you could be in playoff contention and be ready to play? and win.
And what they should be is, if with the players that they have now, I'm saying they should still be in the top 8 of the Eastern Conference, bro. They should be.
Are we going? Let me ask you a question. And so, what my rebuttal to that was what?
Do you think you should be in the top 8 though? That's my question to you. Because that means my statement is not crazy.
Okay, listen. With one-on-one, the way we're playing, with one-on-one basketball, it's not going to happen. That means Tyreek's going to have to go off. He had 45 the other night against the Pacers. They went into overtime. He going to have to do that every night? You going to do that every night? We don't have Joel Embiid is the system, bro. He is the system for us. You feel me? It runs through him. This just goes to show you how valuable he is to our team. You understand what I'm saying? Like. So that's what I be. Mel. He said it doesn't matter at all. So if injuries absolutely,
I don't say that. I don't.
Well, that's what Mel absolutely said, and whatever the case may be. I didn't listen to the messages and all of that shit. I wasn't even listening to him. You feel me? But that's what he liked to assume. So I also said, well, if injuries absolutely don't matter, whoever's out there, it doesn't matter, then that means a rebuilding team doesn't matter. I don't give a fuck about you not having a quarterback in Las Vegas for the Raiders then. Because whoever's out there, you should just play. So, and when people say injuries don't matter, it's idiotic to me, but whatever. But do you think the Los Angeles Rams, now that they got their guys back, you know what I'm saying, and they got Kyron Williams, who's tied for rushing touchdowns with Derrick Henry with 8 of them, do you think they can make a run in the NFC West to win the division? You know what's going on in San Francisco. You know what's going on in Seattle, and what's going on with the God damn it, help me out, man. San Francisco, Arizona. They leading the division at 4-4 right now, but we know they are up and down team.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? So do you think the Rams can make a run to win the NFC West?
Yeah. Remember, I've always told you I like the Rams from before. Like I was always on the Rams. Even last season, I was saying the Rams is a good team.
Yeah.
But because no one is running away with the division, they do have a hell of a chance to still make it. Arizona ain't nothing to sniff about. Arizona can play. Don't get me wrong. They can beat you, or they can they can go off and go crazy on you, and they can take some L's too. Now,
right.
Kyler Murray up and down. You know what I mean? It's not like they're crazy. San Francisco, you see all the injuries happen over there. Nothing ain't happen over there. You see Seattle, Geno, throwing for the most yards in the league, but it's just they're up and down. They're really up and down. So LA, the Rams, 100% they have a chance. Easy. You get your best players back. Stafford looking like his old self. You know what I'm saying? I seen him getting busy in the pocket that time. You know what I'm saying? Looking like friggin' Michael Vick. You know what I mean? Like he was doing his thing, and I think that's a normal thing. You have your best players back, and he's a great thrower of the football. You know what I mean? Players getting open, players making plays. Hell yeah. I think they could do it, and that's mainly because no one has run away with the division.
Right.
That's mainly because no one has run away with the division. If San Francisco was playing like it was before, then they might not be able to. You know what I'm saying? Maybe, but now that they're back, 100% think that they can make the playoffs and they can make a run. You know what I'm saying? They can make a run. They can go out there and they can beat any team out there.
Right.
Why not? You feel me? So yeah,
I'm with you, bro. They 3-4 right now. They're at the bottom of the division, but all the other teams are 4-4. You know what I mean? So are they? They're last. You know what I mean? But we know that tomorrow or next week that could possibly change. We know what's going on, and we know if San Francisco was, first of all, San Francisco is a super team when they're healthy. They are. We talk about they are the 17, 18 Warriors. You know what I mean, of the NFL, my nigga. You feel me? Like, bro, you're not about to walk in there and just you go in there and beat that team. Maybe they were just off one day. I don't know, but they're super duper loaded like that. You feel me? So obviously, if they was, like that, they would be winning the division. I don't believe in Arizona. I'm just not a believer in them. And I know Geno was passing, what he got, like damn near the most yards in the league, whatever the case may be, but you're 4-4. You know what I mean? And DK Metcalf is out. I don't know how long he's going to be out as well, you know what I mean? And Cooper Kupp and Puka Nacua back in the lineup. They got that wavelength. They got a decent run game. They got that defensive end, Byron Young, who can come off the edge, you know what I mean, and disrupt the quarterback, you know what I'm saying? The defense, I mentioned, 3 touchdowns in the first 6 weeks. They was getting put off the field. Wasn't nobody to throw to. Defense is out there more than the offense. Ain't like that now. Putting whole drives together. It's igniting the team. And now the defense know that them guys is back and they looking on the sideline or in practice like, woo, yeah. You know what I mean? And then they went out there and beat the Vikings too, who was 5-1. The Vikings, who we looked at as one of the top teams, oh, they feeling good. I absolutely think they're going to win the division, get a first round home playoff game in LA at SoFi Stadium, and who knows after that? Matt Stafford is a terrific, fantastic quarterback, thrower of the football. He can make every single throw on the field, and he got a rocket launcher as well. You know what I'm saying? His anticipation as well, his pocket presence as well. You feel what I'm saying? He ain't the fastest, but he can move in that pocket with that presence. You feel me? He can extend the plays as well and make, like I said, every throw on the field. Whether it's no look pass, he been doing that before. When Pat Mahomes was in high school, he was doing that, the no look pass. You feel me? He been doing that. So with Matt Stafford at the helm, that's why that team is moving the way it is. And Sean McVay, great at play calling. Sean McVay is great at play calling. That's a fact. You feel me? So I believe the Rams is going to win the NFC West, and I think you know what? You better be. That's one of those other teams you don't want to see in the playoffs. You don't want to see them either. We talked about not wanting to see the Steelers. You don't want to see the Rams because they'll walk in your building, you know what I'm saying, and give you an L, no matter who it is on any given day because of their quarterback. Yep.
I'm with you.
All right. So, listen, everybody that's watching right now, like I said before, hopefully you hit that like and subscribe button so you can be up to date with all things under the lights. You know what I mean? I want to introduce a new segment to y'all, okay? Want to introduce a new segment. You know, we're trying to spice some things up on the show. You know what I'm saying? So we're going to introduce a new segment for NFL and for the NBA. We know both NFL and NBA is going right now. Boom, they colliding together. Boom, right? So this new segment is going to introduce, you know, Jordan's top 5 teams from the NFL and in the NBA, and we're going to call it Jordan's Web. Okay, everybody know Jordan's last name is Webb. Okay, so in the Jordan's Web is the top 5 teams from the NFL and the NBA, and these are the teams. Think of a web, your spider web. You get caught in the spider web. Okay, so these are the teams that have caught Jordan's attention, have caught his eye, and he's looking at them. And this list, you know, it changes every week. You know what I mean? So it's going to be a week to week thing. Yep. It could change every week. You know what I mean? Just like the team is not that's number one. It's not going to stay number one all season long. This team might catch your eye this week, whatever the case may be. So as I mentioned, the new segment is called Jordan's Web. You know what I mean? He's going to give you his top 5 teams from the NFL and the NBA. And since we just got done with the NFL, I'm going to have Jordan give you his top 5 teams in the NFL right now with Jordan's Web. Let's go.
All right. So in my web right now, you know, in the outskirts at number 5, I got the Green Bay Packers. All right. I got the Green Bay Packers. You know what I'm saying? They've been playing good ball as of late. That's for sure. Right, they just got off of a big win, and what's his name got hurt, if I'm not mistaken. Right?
Who?
What's his name was hurt up. What's that guy's name again? Jordan Love. He got hurt.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna put them in there. They've been playing well as of recently, but yeah, we gonna put them up in there. They deserve it. 6-2. And that's why I got at the 5 spot. And then now at the 4 spot, I'm gonna go ahead and put the Vikings in there. The Vikings at 5-2. You know what I'm saying? They've lost, I think, back-to-back games, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes.
They have, but they definitely didn't lose by a lot now. You know what I'm saying? They were in both games. And they have shown that they have a great defense. They've also shown that they They can put points on the board, that's for sure. And nothing's wrong with being 4th on the list. You know what I mean? It just above Green Bay. Now at 3, which is a little controversy, but it is what it is. At 3, that's climbing close to the middle. At 3, we got the Steelers. Let's put the Steelers up in that piece. You know what I mean? They have one of the best defenses in the league.
I see.
You know what I'm saying? They put Russell Wilson in the lineup, which has changed things for them in terms of offensively. They can put points on the board now and not just have to solely rely on their fucking defense. All right, and then at two, that's creeping into the middle is Detroit Lions. All right, obviously we have the Detroit Lions. They scoring points like they run out of style. They damn near have like almost 150 fucking points in 3 games. These niggas just putting points up on the board. You know what I'm saying? And they scoring in all types of ways. You understand what I'm saying? So that's self-explanatory. Detroit at 2 at 6-1. And obviously we going. That's at the top. They're not at the top. It's in the fucking middle. Right in the middle of that web, that's at the number 1 spot, which is the Kansas City Chiefs. 7-0, nothing to really talk about. They're not playing the greatest offensively, but they find ways to get the job done. So that's why I have Kansas City and Patrick Mahomes and Andy Reid and your boy Travis Kelce also with
whose boy?
What's her name?
Who boy?
What's her name's boy? What's the singer's name again?
Taylor Swift.
Taylor Swift.
Whose boy? Travis. You said my boy. Whose boy?
Well, you
like just you just saying in general, like that's you said that's your boy, like that's not my boy.
Yeah, your boy. Yeah, talk to the people now.
Oh, okay.
I know, a lot of people, the Swifts. You know what I'm saying? We got to bring them on in here too. You know what I'm saying? And they deserve the number 1 spot. So that's my list, and now that's my web list. That's my thing. So I mean, say what you got to say about my thing, man. You know what I'm saying? That's what we got going on.
So in Jordan's web, he has the Packers 5th. They're 6-2, and they squeaked out a win against the fucking Jaguars. Okay.
Hey.
The Vikings at number 4 with a 5-2 record, who lost back-to-back games. Now I got a question.
Yeah.
Where were they at before this week in your mind? Because they lost 2 in a row. And got
3.
Huh?
3.
They were at so hold on, wait a minute. So they lose 2 games in a row, and they only bumped down one. They only went down 1 spot.
Yeah. Just went down 1 spot. That's all. That's just 1 spot. Yeah. They were 5-0.
You lost 2 games in a row. There's no way you could be in the top 5. Okay, all right.
My 5.
Okay, this is your list. All right, whatever. And then you got the Steelers that's 6-2. You got the Steelers at 6-2. You could have put the motherfucking. Bro, you could have put the Commanders right there where the Vikings is at, man. They lost 2 games in a row, bro.
Not the Commanders, I'm sorry. No, not the Commanders. Not the Commanders.
Okay, Detroit 6. All right, Detroit is 6-1. KC, well, they should be at the top. They 7-0. You know what I mean? Okay, but my issue is the Vikings. I'm confused. You was just 3. You lose 2 games in a row, and you only jump down 1 spot. That's a hell of a system. That's a hell of a.
They're a great team.
Imagine being the number 1 team in the country, right? You lose a game, you go down to 2, and then you lose another game in a row, you go down to 3. You still in the college football playoff. What type of shit is that?
Yeah, I mean, that's what would happen if Georgia lost. Or
no, they're not going down to no motherfucking 2.
Well, Alabama, when they lost, they only went 5th or some shit. Like
2 games, bro. You only dropped down 1 spot. Well, all right.
This is my web list, and this is what happens when you are 5-0, and you can lose a 1-2 game and close games at that as well. So it's okay. And plus, they had 2. You know, the Rams came back. They had 2 of their best players come back. You know what I'm saying? Which caused a bit of a stir. You know what I'm saying? In the Minnesota defense. You know what I mean? And they still had a chance to win the game. You know what I mean? But you could bet that they're gonna bounce back and get some wins though. Maybe.
Okay. All right, man. All right. I can't wait for next week. I can't wait for next week. This is fucking bullshit. You know what I mean? And it's another team that should be creeping up in this Jordan's Web list as well. It should be creeping way up.
And who's that? The Eagles?
Yes. We should be creeping up.
Come on, man. So what about Buffalo? Wait a minute. Everyone can't be in there. Everyone can't be in there.
Okay, but I'm just saying, we are on the 3-game win streak. Jalen Hurts does have 9 total. He has 9 total touchdowns in those 3 games, 80% completion percentage, and 127 passer rating. You know what I mean? So I mean, no turnovers as well. You feel me? So I'm just the Vikings is what's rattling my brain a little bit, but how you lose. I know you were saying you like Sam Darnold, and I know that's what it is. That's what it is right there. I found it. That's what it is. You like Sam Darnold, goddammit, and you chose him to be the have a better season than Saquon Barkley. That's why you still got him in the top. How you lose 2 back-to-back games and you jump down 1 spot? That don't even work like that. Okay, all right, man. We're gonna move on to the NBA. This nigga's crazy. We're gonna move on to wow. Now, all right. We're gonna move on to the NBA. So we seen the Boston Celtics and the Milwaukee Bucks last night. You know what I'm saying? 119-108, if I'm not mistaken. Damn, I got where my notes at, man. I have my notes right. Oh, yeah, 119-108. You feel me? The Boston Celtics are now 4-0. The Bucks are now 1-3. They have lost 3 straight games. The first game they won was against my Philadelphia 76ers. And obviously we know Joel Embiid and Paul George did not play because that actually matters. It actually matters. You feel me? So they beat us, you know what I mean? And then they've been on the 3-game losing streak. They lost their second game to Chicago, 133-102. And listen, shout to I'm glad to see Lonzo Ball back up there hooping. You know what I mean? He's moving around and he's out there hooping like he's back. You know what I mean? I'm looking at his movements. I can care as of right now, I can care less about a shot going in. I can care less about, you know, him hitting a game winner. I can care less. I want to see the way the man move. And as long as he looking healthy, you know what I mean? If he off a little bit, okay, that's what practice is for. But as long as he moving good the way he moving, that's what's exciting for me to see. You feel me? Then they lost again to the Brooklyn Nets, 115-102, and then obviously the Boston last night, 119-108. What's your thoughts on that game, man? Talk to me. How they look? Thoughts on the game?
It was a close game leading throughout the whole game. It was a close game leading throughout, and I think what kind of made it, you know, it's going to be hard to win a game and you're only making 8 threes. You know, Boston Celtics, 18 of them. Pritchard came off the bench and definitely lit them the fuck up for 8 threes. You know what I mean? Yeah, that's a fact. And that's pretty much what got them, you know, that victory, because he went off, right? So it's going to be hard for you to win games in that sense. You know what I'm saying? I think everyone pretty much did something for like Milwaukee, except for, you know, they're starting. I think they're top heavy. Like they're starting 5, you know, with they're starting 5 with Antetokounmpo, Lopez, Lillard, Gary Trent, but then their bench gave them no production at all, right? You have at least these guys, their bench was all Pritchard. Yeah. Pretty much. He had 28 points and they had 30 bench points.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And their bench, he outscored the whole entire bench of the Milwaukee.
Yeah.
The Milwaukee.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So that's definitely not going to help. They won on the rebounding battle. But Boston, they moved the ball well, right? 24 assists. They've been this way and they've always been that way. I think, and near the ending of the game when Pritchard was making shots, Giannis, you know, like his lack of moves just hurt him. Yeah. You know what I mean?
Yep.
His lack of moves. And then I find this thing with Damian Lillard. It's like, I feel like he just hasn't gotten better, bro. I think he's like been the same guy since he's like entered the league since the year like 2 or 3, bro.
Damn.
You know what I mean? Yeah. But this is tough, man. Yo, listen, if Milwaukee does not win or come close to winning, bro, break that shit up, bro. Because you heard me here loud and clear, bro. I don't care. Middleton's out. Middleton's not the same, bro. He's not coming back. I don't give a shit. Damian Lillard and Giannis, if that shit don't work, start again, bro.
Yeah.
Or like do something, because that's what I believe. That's what I believe. Because you brought over Dame Lillard to make you go over the top. You're not better than Boston, bro. You're not better than Philly if Philly's all together. Damn it, I don't even trust you to beat Miami. Like, I mean, you know, like it's just what it is, bro. Cleveland, they're long, athletic, 2 great guards over there, defenders.
They beat New York in Madison Square Garden. Darius Garland was balling. I think he had like 13 or 14 in the fourth quarter.
So I'm not like, I don't know what they're gonna go with this, but that's my hot take, man. I feel like they need to get this. They need to start again or something, because if they're doing all this, and they can't win, what are you supposed to do? It's rather you're gonna make a move for another star, or something, or read, because you're not winning, bro. You ain't gonna win.
Right.
So good win for the Celtics. Best team in the league so far. You know what I'm saying, or at least by the looks of it.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Well, we all know the Celtics, bro. They got 5 guys on the court at one time. They can all shoot the 3 ball. They can all make plays. They can all score a bucket. You know what I mean? They're not out there, necessarily running any crazy offense or whatever the case may be. It's just spread out. I'm going to do what I do. We hit a lot of them. Well, they find an open man, drive, kick, find an open man, knock down the 3. They made the most threes and took the most threes last year. Number one in that.
They're good defensively.
And they're good defensively, and they can shoot the 3 from the corner. They was the number one in that as well. You feel what I'm saying? So the 3 ball, that's what they do. You know what I mean? You mentioned the starters for, Milwaukee. They gave them 89 points. I mean, the 19 was coming off the bench. That was it. You know what I mean? You're not going to win many games like that. Like you said, Peyton Pritchard, he outscored the entirety of the bench, and they are top heavy. Anytime your starters give you 89 points, your bench got to come in. Come on, can we give you 30, 40 points a game type shit like that? That's what the bench is for. You know what I'm saying? To when we sit down, somebody got to come in and give us some rest and extend the lead and maintain the lead or something. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I'm with you. I said this ship in Milwaukee. This ship in Milwaukee has sailed. You know what I mean? I didn't think this was going to work regardless anyway. You know what I mean? I just don't think so. Maybe is it Doc Rivers? I don't know. I mean, it was 30-13 without him, and then he was 17-19 with him, and they ain't looking good now. I don't know. You know what I mean? But I'm with you. I think they should go ahead and hang it up. You know what I mean? Giannis is going to be Giannis, but as you said, he mentioned the lack of moves. You know what I mean? It hinders him. You know what I mean? He's best in transition when he can get downhill. That's when he's best, because he ain't got that jumper is broke as fuck. You know what I mean? We'll leave you open every single time. If you when Giannis be hitting threes, whatever, he'd look at the crowd and shit like that. Boy, stop. We just having a good night or whatever the case may be. You know what I mean? Sometimes he'd knock down a jumper or a 3 and give you a stone cold look like, boy, stop playing. You feel me? But and as far as another star, ain't nobody coming to Milwaukee. Milwaukee ain't
it's not about them coming.
No. I'm saying like even a trade. You know what I mean? A trade. Like, who you gonna give up? Who you gonna give up? If you gonna get rid of Brook, somebody who rebound the basketball for you, who can block shots and shoot threes for you. No, you're not gonna get rid of Brook. They don't have anything to give up. You know what I'm saying? And me personally, I feel Giannis already said if he don't feel like they're committed to winning, he's out of there. He's gone. You feel what I'm saying? So I think, like I said, this ship has sailed in Milwaukee. It's not going to work. Ain't nothing going on. You know what I mean? Boston's going to be Boston. You know what I mean? They are looking like the best team. They 4-0 right now. So shit. Yeah, I mean, I was expecting. I thought they was going to beat them by 20. You know what I mean? I took the spread on FanDuel. I took the spread. You know what I mean? I knew what this was going to be. So that's where I met with that.
Yeah.
So look, how far does Milwaukee go this year in the playoffs? Do they make the playoffs?
They make the playoffs.
Okay.
I think they make the playoffs for sure.
Where's their seeding? Where's their seeding? Where they gonna be at?
5 maybe.
Because I don't know. Let me see. I got your top. You have Milwaukee as the number 7 top 10 team coming into the season. So what do you think Milwaukee? Sorry, Milwaukee. You have Milwaukee as the top 7 team coming into the season out of the 10 teams. Where do they finish at this season?
Yeah, probably 4 or something like that. Yeah. Probably 4. Yeah, they can come 4.
They're going to be better than New York?
Shit. Maybe not, no.
Better than Philly?
No.
Listen, I'm talking about putting
in the beginning of the season. It was different, right? Like now, because things is happening in Philly, they can maybe push past Philly because Philly's hurt at the moment. You know what I mean? And it's going to be hard for them to win some games.
So let's say Joel Embiid plays 60 games. Let's say they be better than us. That's 22 games without him.
They can be better than you because that's a lot of games without him. Yeah.
Okay.
And they ain't gonna win every game with him also.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
All right. First round exit.
I can see them going for, because if they get like a 6th seed or 5th seed, depending on when they play, like if they say they were to drop to 7 or something like that, and they play,
yeah, it's over.
Boston or some shit, you know what I'm saying?
It's over.
Then
it's over. It's over.
You know
what if they get 4?
But I think they can also, like, besides Boston, because the next one's who? Cleveland. You have
that's what
New
I'm about
York,
to say.
Maybe.
What if they get 4, right? And they get, you know,
like Orlando or something.
They get Orlando, or they get the Pacers. They get Miami. You feel me? Like what you think about that?
I think Miami will beat them, and I think Orlando can beat them.
What about the Pacers?
No. I don't think the Pacers. Tyrese Halliburton's not that guy. I don't think he's that good, bro.
You gonna make E mad? E gonna come over here and cuss you out.
And let me make this clear, because I'm talking to Mel and them, and I'm like, yeah, I don't think Cameron Payne's like good, and they're like, he's in the NBA. What do you mean he's not? I'm like, bro,
see,
you know what I mean by when he's not good? Like,
compared to the NBA
bro?
Players.
Yeah, compared to NBA. Oh, he's been in the league for so long, and what is he supposed to? I'm like, bro, he's not good. Not that good, because, and a big reason why I don't think he's that good is because Mel said he's better than Tyler Hero. So this notion. So when I say,
whoa,
yeah, it's what madness.
That's not what he said. He didn't say that.
Okay,
he didn't. Right. Mel, the basketball player, who I heard was a real hooper. You know what I mean? He didn't say that.
Yeah. He says this guy's just one dimensional, and just scores, and he does his role. You know what I'm saying? And
what the fuck does Cameron Payne? So he's a scorer?
No, Cameron Payne, he's just a backup point guard.
I'm saying, but what does he do?
I don't know. He just likes it. I don't know what he does well. Honestly, I don't know what Cameron Payne does well.
We're going to have to get Mel on the show, you know what I mean, again, for some miscellaneous shit. For the things that he has said. You feel me? Like this shit, Cameron Payne's better than Tyler Hero. You know, injuries absolutely don't matter. You know what I mean? You know, just little things. Luka's not better than Kyrie. You know, shit like that. You know what I mean? We gotta holler at Mel. We gotta set some shit straight, man. This is ridiculous. But it is what it is, man. Anyway, moving on to the second game on NBA TV last night, we had the Lakers, my boy LeBron James and the Los Angeles Lakers. I'm
gonna mute my thing and let you go off.
Oh man, please! I'm not worried at all. Listen, had a tough loss to the Phoenix Suns in the desert, 109-105. The Lakers are now 3-1, as well are the
Phoenix Suns.
The Phoenix Suns. They both 3-1. Just to give you my quick thoughts on this game. First of all, it's not a whole lot for me to say. This is simple for me. You feel me? Lakers got off to a red hot start. I mean, up 18 points early. Aggressive on both ends, as I mentioned, up 18 points. You know what I mean? And then it just seemed like the rim started shrinking. You know what I mean? It just seemed like the rim just started shrinking. You know what I mean? I mean, they came all the way back. They was making shot after shot after shot. We was turning the ball over, whether it was losing the ball out of bounds, whether it was offensive foul, whether it was whatever the case may be, ball out of bounds, whatever the case may be. You know what I mean? It just wasn't. I'm not gonna say our night. It damn sure wasn't LeBron James' night, because he had an extremely slow night. The first half, he was 3 points, 1 of 6 from the field, 3 assists, 4 rebounds, and it carried over all game long. He only had 10 points, 8 assists, 5 rebounds, 3 of 14 from the field. Nigga, that is 21%, huh?
11 points.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, 11 points. Whoop-de-doo. You know what I mean? A terrible percentage. You know what I mean? The 11 points wouldn't have mattered in this game at all whatsoever. 2 of 5 from 3. AD balled absolutely out, 29-14. No complaints with Rui, 20 and 10. You know what I'm saying? 3 for 3 from 3-point. Rui, no complaints with him, 23 and 8, 5 of 7 from 3. You know what I mean? D'Lo hit some timely shots. He gave us 14 points, but LeBron just didn't have it going last night. You know what I mean? If LeBron had it going, we would definitely beat the motherfucking Phoenix Suns. I'm not worried about that at all. But even still, with LeBron not having it going all night long, and this still was a dogfight win for the Phoenix Suns, and they got the win, for LeBron to have a terrible game like this and to still be a dogfight to the end of the game, and you still got those guys out there, I'm not worried at all. I still feel good. We know the Suns can heat it up, but I'm not worried at all whatsoever. I am not worried. I still feel good.
That's it?
Yeah, that's it. I'm not butthurt like you. You know what I mean? I'm not. So listen, go take it away.
No, I mean I don't got really nothing to say really about this game. You know what I mean? It's a game that I thought the Phoenix Suns would win. You know, they went back home, play a game. You know what I mean? They look decent. You know what I mean? They spread the ball out. I see what they try to do, just create the mismatch, and then you know they from the mismatch teams double, they pass out, swing, whatever. You know what I mean? They don't. It's not like their offense is anything crazy.
No.
But you know, it's alarming to me that, you know, LeBron James doesn't seem like he had one good game out of like the 4 games, or not like one good game, but like
couple good games.
You need a better LeBron James. I feel if you're gonna be a top team in the West, bro. That's AD
obvious.
Can carry the load, but like I just don't. For some odd reason, I can't say that I don't trust him. He's doing his thing right now. Like I don't believe in the Austin Reeves as much as other people do. I don't believe in the D'Angelo Russells. And you guys starting lineup, after you starting lineup, there's nothing much, bro.
Okay.
Like you guys do not have a bench whatsoever, bro.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like it's got to be a little bit. I don't know. But what's his name has you guys playing good basketball. You guys look like a lot more fluid than before in certain ways. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the game, I felt that you could have went to AD a bit more. I think you were going to Austin Reeves a lot more than you should have. You were going to him like a lot. I felt they could have went to Anthony Davis a bit more. You know, because they can't really guard him, especially Nurk. Like Nurkic can't guard him at all. So it was a bit that's just a bit worrying to me that LeBron James is off to like a really, really slow start, because he can't continue to play like this and you guys think you guys can get wins. You know what I mean? So, you know, it is what it is. Good try for the Lakers. You know, come on, bounce back. It's just one loss. It's not much. You ain't gonna go undefeated anyway. So
no,
you know, just bounce back and you know, get things together again for the following games, man.
Yeah, I'm not worried at all whatsoever. You know what I mean? So even with LeBron not playing these first little 4 games, you know what I mean? AD has been balling, Reeves has been balling, Rui has been balling, and like I said last night, with him having an off game, it was still a dogfight. So LeBron James is not going to carry this over throughout the whole season. He's still LeBron James, you know what I mean? So not worried at all. In these 3 games, just giving you 23, 7, and 7. You feel me? So in a block, you know what I mean? So I'm not too much worried about it at all. So it is what it is.
All right. Well, that's definitely is going to drop now. The 23-7-7 is going to drop down now for that 11-point game.
Not worried at all. It'll go back up as fast. I'm not worried at all. You feel me? So
maybe
it will. I'm not worried at all. So
I mean, the Father Time is undefeated, so eventually he's going to slow down.
But let me ask you a question, right?
Yeah.
And Father Time is undefeated, but he's been beating him. So is he undefeated? Ain't nobody playing at ain't nobody been playing at this type of level in year 22, 21, 20, 19, 18. Nobody's doing that. And Father Time it knocks on the door. It's been knocking on the door, and he's been defeating Father Time. So I mean, he's not undefeated anymore. You know what I mean? This is just like saying, oh, they gonna win.
No. He's just doing well within the. You know, he hasn't regressed like how everyone thought he would regress. But there's going to become a time. There's going to become the time where it's going to be like, okay, yeah, he's not anymore. But listen, and then that's when it's going to be that Father Time hit him. Then
okay, but listen,
hit someone at some time.
But listen, that's just like if I keep on placing this bet, eventually, motherfucker gonna win. You know what I'm saying? Father Time is being defeated right now. It's being defeated. Ain't nobody doing this. Nobody at the same level. So he's being defeated. He ain't undefeated no more. You know what I mean? Eventually, yeah, but that, like I said, that's just like saying they're going to beat them. Yeah, they're going to beat them. And they play them 100 times. Eventually, it's going to happen. But he been getting beat. So,
but that's not what Father Time means. What that means is, like, he's definitely has played. He's done well. He's done really well with the age that he's at. What I'm saying is, and what Father Time is that he's not going to be able to play like this forever. That's what that means. He's going to. So that's why. Yeah. Well, that's obvious. That's why it's an obvious saying. So it's going to obviously happen, but we just don't know when with LeBron. Obviously, it just seems like, maybe next year he's going to be like, yeah, I just can't do the things that I used to do anymore. You know what I mean? Then you're like, okay, that's when it hit him. You know what I'm saying?
Every time,
but he definitely has.
When Father Time be knocking, he be knocking him down. He knock him down to the ground. It's all right though. He knock him down to the ground. That's all it is. He did knock out. I think KD. KD is also a guy that's been, because usually back in the day, guys didn't play like this until this long for that. Like, him. So you have like LeBron, KD, and Steph. Like those guys are still very high level players. Yeah, for sure.
Older.
But I just think like LeBron's is the most impressive because of the style he plays. Power above the rim, physicality, and things like that. Steph and KD, they don't play like that. You know what I mean? So I think LeBron's is just the most impressive for sure.
Yeah.
But let's get to the basketball segment for Jordan's Web. Jordan's gonna give y'all his top 5 teams, you know what I mean, in the NBA before we get up out of here. You understand what I'm saying? So let the people know who's in Jordan's Web on your top 5 teams in the NBA. Let's go.
All right, so we got the Web's list for the NBA, ladies and gentlemen. This one was harder. You know what I'm saying? I have a 10 list. I have a 10 Web list. You know what I'm saying?
You're doing 10 or 5?
I'm gonna do 5.
Okay.
I had 10. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not gonna do the 10. But I'm gonna tell you that there's a few teams that was lurking around the Web. You know what I'm saying? That kind of wanted to get in there, but they didn't make the cut.
We're gonna call it honorable mention. You know honorable mention after the 5. Couple teams honorable mention.
So I'm gonna give you the 2 teams that are the honorable mention. You know what I'm saying? We have the Orlando Magic. That's one of them. That's in there.
My sleeper.
The next one is the LA Clippers. I think that they're doing well without their best player. And the Warriors. You know what I'm saying? And that's the teams that are on the outside. You know what I'm saying? That haven't got into the Web as of right now. Now, let's go with the 15. That is right at the top, trying to make its way to the middle, which is number 1. We got the Lakers at 5. Okay? Nothing's wrong with that. You know what I'm saying? Because the team in front of them that's jumped them because they just beat them. I ain't going to put, they just beat them, and it's the most recent thing. So I'm gonna throw in Phoenix at 4. All right? Nothing's wrong with that. Right? So we got Phoenix at 4. And nothing's wrong with that. Because if the reason why we have Phoenix over the Lakers, because they just beat them. I'm not going to put the team that, like, Lakers can't be in front of Phoenix at this moment because they just beat them.
But you got motherfucking Minnesota. Okay, keep going.
Yeah, this is the NBA. The NBA is
still the
same
thing, same difference. Same
no,
thing.
the NBA is different from the NFL.
God,
all
my
right?
God.
So now, the NBA is different from the NFL. When we doing this, let's make it very clear. NBA, NFL, not the same. All right, 3. We got the Cleveland Cavaliers. You know what I'm saying? Getting wins. They looking good. They looking real good. They just beat the Knicks, which is something that I don't think is that crazy because the Knicks are not that great right now. Let's be honest, right? That's just my opinion, and that's why I have Cleveland. And Cleveland, it's not like they have crazy wins, but because they have Detroit, Toronto, Washington, New York, but they are undefeated. So we're going to make sure that they get into that Web. Now, number 2 is OKC with your man SGA, with your man J. Will, you know what I'm saying, with your boy Carson Wallace from Kentucky, with Holmgren from Gonzaga. Don't make me continue. You got Lou Dort, you know what I'm saying, the Canadian brother. You get what I'm saying? All getting and do they synchronize. I love their post game interviews, and that's why they're nicking on the door of the middle of that Web, right? And we gonna give them credit where it's due. They're definitely I would say the best team in the Western Conference right now, and that is number 2 on the Web list. And number 1 is Boston. I got Boston at 1. They're the most complete team in the NBA at the very moment. They're blowing out teams, had good close games as well. I think how they beaten teams is why I put them at number 1, and I didn't put OKC at number 1. And they've beaten some quality teams that they say they have. I mean that people say that it was before the season started, and I have them at number 1. Talk to me, Big Mike. How do you like my web list, baby?
I like the list. I like the list. I like the web. Now,
like the web?
and because you said the Lakers are at 5 because they just lost to the Phoenix Suns.
Yeah.
So I'm assuming if you had done this prior or after the first outing against the Phoenix Suns, you would have had us at what, 4 or 3?
Yeah, probably, maybe, because I said I had OKC ahead of you guys, right? So you guys would have been at 3, maybe 3. Yeah, 3 or 4.
Yeah, I would have had a problem with that because we played. Yeah, I would have had a problem. Okay, but okay. I mean, the list is cool. This is cool. I like the web. I like the web.
That's what I like the web, hear, baby.
Now.
I like to hear.
I see what you did here. I see what you did.
The NBA, let me make this very clear, has nothing to do with the NFL. All right, and that's one. What's wrong? What you see? What I do with what?
Okay, you got Orlando at the honorable mention. You got the Clippers in the honorable mention.
Correct.
You just had to put the Warriors in the honorable mention because of Steph.
I'm gonna tell you why. So listen, my 10 list, I have Chicago at 10. I have Minnesota at 9. I have the Warriors at 8, and then I have the Clippers at 7, and I have Orlando at 6. So they're on the outskirts. You understand what I'm saying? They're on the outskirts. I put Chicago at 10 because I appreciate their wins against Memphis and their big win against Milwaukee.
So
yes,
y'all play. What big win did y'all have? Y'all played the Blazers and
the reason why the Warriors are there is because how they won their games.
You should have won them. They was fucking trash.
Because those teams also played other teams and fought brilliantly against some of those teams and beat some of those teams as well. Right? So it's not like everyone. Yeah. So Portland beat a team the other day. Yeah. And what is it? What's the other team that they played? Who's the other team that they blew out?
Portland is Jazz.
Jazz had 2.
Portland is 1-3.
Yeah, but who did they beat?
They lost 3 goddamn games. They absolutely suck.
No. What I'm saying, it's not about them.
Utah's 0-3.
0-3, and they played Memphis, played them to a tight game, and they just played the thing, and they didn't get blown out. The Warriors beat them by 40 points. That's a lot of points, bro.
They should have.
So how? No, because everyone doesn't get beat by 40. That's a lot, bro. That's a lot.
Jesus Christ!
You don't just get beat by 40. So how you win the games, and that's why Boston got at number 1 because Boston also blew out some teams as well.
It's the same.
Get what I'm saying? So. You know what I'm saying? This is my thing. You like my 5 anyway.
Yeah, I like the 5. What's wrong with my 6, 7, 8, 9, 10? The honorable mention is a little, Clippers, Orlando, yeah.
5, though.
Clippers, Orlando, yeah. Warriors, you beat the goddamn Jazz and the damn Portland Trailblazers. You lost to the okay. I don't give a fuck.
It's like, remember, they're climbing to the web and they mash up a big ass spider. You get what I'm saying? To try and get there. You get what I'm saying? And they mash them up bad.
Who mashed up a big spider? What's one of these? This is a little ant. The motherfucking the
they're
Jazz,
small too.
The Jazz,
they're small too.
The Jazz and the Trailblazers are a little ant that you step on. You know what I mean? And you don't even know you stepped on it. Why wasn't the other teams doing that too? They weren't stepping on them like that. Man, stop. The Jazz are ass. You know this, we know it. But okay, I see what you're doing. You want to put the Warriors in your honorable mention. Okay.
If they lose, they're going to go down. If they lose, they're going down.
They already lost.
And they're going to win again tomorrow.
They already lost. So how they – okay.
Without Steph.
Okay. All right. Well, Listen, y'all got to taste the Jordan's web. Y'all know how crazy this is going to be throughout the rest of the season. We're going to do this, you know what I mean? We're going to do this once a week on Mondays and Tuesdays. Obviously, Mondays after the all the NFL games. And then, just week to week with the NBA, each and every Tuesday, we're going to do this. You feel me? So hopefully, let us know how y'all like it down there in the comments. You know what I mean? You can hit us up. We'll reply. Hit us up on DM. Instagram @under the lights. We on TikTok with the same handle. You feel me? Man, this Jordan's web is it's crazy. But
that was a good list.
It was. I'm just looking at. I did, but the football one. I don't know how a team can lose back-to-back games. Two in a not one, and then win 3, then lose another one. Back-to-back games and drop down 1 spot. See, you a Sam Darnold guy, man, and I hear you. Boy, that's crazy, but it is what it is, though. So listen, we're gonna go ahead and get up out of here. We ain't gonna take too much more of y'all time. For the viewers and the listeners right now, for the viewers, make sure y'all hit that like and subscribe button so y'all can be up to date with all things under the lights. If you are a listener right now, we appreciate you. We thank you. Keep downloading. We see it. And all of that every day we see it. You feel me? So keep rocking with us. Follow us on Instagram, on TikTok. You know what I mean? And listen, we're gonna get up out of here. That's our show for the day, and we gone.
Under the lights, speaking of facts, double the price, yeah.